All right, so let's get started. A lot of these counters are in focus. Havells is the first company we're going to be talking about. The company did come out with its earnings, and we are in conversation with Mr. Anil Rai Gupta, Chairman and Managing Director of Havells India, joining us on the show. Hi, very good morning, Mr. Gupta, and thank you so much for your time. And first up, with respect to your earnings, you did report a good set in the quarter gone by, while your Lloyd performance was a little bit weaker versus what the street was estimating. But tell us, what were the growth drivers for the quarter gone by, and what is the outlook going ahead for full year of FY26 and FY27?
I think we are coming out with a good quarter, especially in the business of cables and wires. But some of it is also due to the fact that the buyers saw some unprecedented rise in raw materials, which led to some channel stocking at the end of the quarter. However, generally speaking, there was a better festival demand in this quarter. The only thing that we really have to see for the third quarter, for the fourth quarter and the next year is how the raw materials pan out, because the way the overall raw materials like copper, aluminum are rising, it can affect the demand a bit, and that's something which we'll have to really figure out in the coming time. But I think overall, Havells is really working hard towards brand and distribution reach to mitigate any negatives which come out in the market. So we are very hopeful for the fourth quarter and the next year.
Right. Lloyd's and lighting in fixture segment reported a rather weak number in quarter three. What were the key reasons behind this weakness, and do you expect any kind of a recovery going ahead in quarter four?
Yeah, I think as far as Lloyd is concerned, we are coming out of a very negative season during the summertime. And there is still inventory in the channel, so which led to some primary degrowth in the third quarter. I think as soon as the season starts hitting and the channel inventory normalizes, so we will start seeing good set of numbers in Lloyd as well. Lighting overall has gone through a phase of deflation, but during the particular quarter, it was just a shift of the Diwali time to earlier, which led to a better growth in the second quarter, impacting the third quarter. But I don't think that's something which is structural in nature.
All right, but Mr. Gupta, could you help us quantify the minimum price increase the industry may need to undertake on account of two factors? Firstly, compliance with the BEE rating norms, and secondly, the rise in the copper prices. That is indeed a bit sharp. What are your thoughts on the same and expectation on industry price hike?
I feel, there are different product categories like fans and air conditioners. I think for fans, we would see a change of pricing between 5 to 10%, or even for because there is some amount of BLDC fans also in this segment, so there might be a little lower price increase there. But at least air conditioners, I do see a 8 to 10% price increase in this quarter. The way the raw materials are rising, because it is continuously rising. So we do anticipate a higher price increase. Actually, it will mitigate the GST reduction, which the government had done in October. So that is something which we'll have to look for.
Right. Mr. Gupta, what was the volume growth of wires and cable segment in quarter three of FY26 and the ninth month in FY26? And what is going to be your guidance going ahead?
I think the volume growth has also been healthy, but as I said, it is partly also due to some channel stocking during the end of the quarter. So I think we are right now in a situation of very fluctuating raw material prices for wires and cables. So it will be difficult to predict the volume growth for the entire year.
All right, Mr. Gupta, you have done rather Capex of 1,200 crores in the first 9 months of FY26. Where have you spent the Capex? If you can just help us revisit that, and what's the outlook for FY27?
I think most of the Capex has gone in building up of the new refrigerator capacity at Lloyd, as well as expansion of capacity for underground cables. That is something which is continuing. Cables will continue in the next year also, and a new R&D center is being set up by Havells. So that will take up a large part of the Capex in the coming year. So the Capex in the coming year would also be close to about 1,000 crores.
Mr. Gupta, the copper prices are continue to surge. Tell us, how is this is going to have any effect on the margins for for you and for the overall industry as well? And are you able to pass on the copper price hikes?
Yeah, copper is primarily a raw material for wires and cables, and yes, we have to continuously increase the price and pass it on to the consumer. Always there is a lag, so it's difficult to pass on the entire thing. And similar is the case in products like fans and switchgears, where the entire price increase takes some time to happen after the increases. So there will always be a time lag, but yes, there will be, if this trend continues, unfortunately, it'll have to be passed on to the consumer.
All right, with this, Mr. Gupta, we let you go. So good having you on the channel today. Thank you so much for your time. All right, so that was the management of Havells India talking to us about how did the quarter panned out in the quarter 3, and going ahead, what's the outlook and what's the outlook with respect to the price hikes as well. But with this, viewers, it's time now to slip into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the other side.